Hi everyone, I'm Claire of Climbing Goat Designs, and I'm going to show you how to do an individual cross stitch using the loop start and pin stitch. So usually you finish off a set of cross stitches by threading the thread underneath other stitches, but if you're just doing a single cross stitch all on its own, then you can't do that, and so the pin stitch is a way to make it really secure. First of all, I want to point out with the Ada fabric how it's split up. If you look at it very closely, you have a little square with a hole at each corner. But if you study the fabric really closely, you can see that each square is made up of 4 strands overlapping each other. So you've got 4 strands going horizontally and 4 strands going vertically within each square. And so you normally put your needle up and down through each hole, but you can also pierce through the middle in between the strands, and that's what we're going to be doing when we do the pin stitch. So you take your strand of thread and then put the 2 ends together, thread both ends in through your needle, and this gives us the loop at the other end that we're going to use for the loop start. Put your needle up where you want to have your single cross stitch and bring it down again to do the first arm of the cross. Turn your fabric over and you then have a loop here. Just put your needle through the loop, pull it up, and you've secured it with the loop start. It's that easy. So to carry on, finish off the stitch, bring the needle up and back down through, and that gives us our single cross stitch that we're now going to secure using the pin stitch. So you now want to bring your needle up, requires a little bit of poking around at the back. Here we are, I've got it up through the middle, as I was showing before, of the side of the square, up through the Ada. So you've gone between 2 and 2, halfway up the side, to split the fabric there, to bring it up. So that's left our thread coming up like this. Now going to push the needle a little bit underneath the cross stitch itself, so that we go over 1 or 2 of these vertical strands. So you can push the stitch out of the way a little bit, that'll be fine. You don't want to go through it or over it. You want to make sure you're staying under it, and just pop your needle in, making sure that you're going over at least 1 of the vertical strands of Ada. Pull it down, and that's a pin stitch. You can see it there. It's this tiny stitch that's just going over 1 or 2 of the strands of Ada, and it's so small that it's really secure. Then to secure the stitch further, if I come up on the other side like so, and then tuck the needle under the stitch a little bit and push it down. You have to push it harder. It helps if you have a tighter needle, a sharper needle. Here we are. I'm yanking it through, and that's the completed pin stitch. You can just about see the teeny tiny little horizontal stitches, but that's okay, it looks fine, and in fact it gives it a slightly extra sort of starry look. Turn the fabric over, it's actually really secure like that. I usually do a little stitch underneath just to make myself feel it's even more secure, and then you can snip it off and your stitch is done. That's your single stitch. So I'll do another one just to repeat the process. New strand of thread, fold it in half, for the loop start. Click the end, thread it. Come up where you want your pin stitch to be, come down, turn it over and run your needle through the loop for the loop start, then make the other arm of the cross, pierce the fabric coming up through the middle, and then pop your needle under the cross a little bit to make the pin stitch. Repeat this on the other side. Pierce the fabric here, bring the needle under, come round, run your needle underneath one more time, snip it off, and it's secure. And that's how quick it is when I'm doing it more in real time. And they are really secure. You can see a couple of little marks here from where I was doing practice stitches and then wanted to unpick them, and it took ages because the stitches are so secure. You can see there what they look like. So that's how you do pin stitches for individual confetti stitches. Bye.